my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm TJ Speaks. To those of you returning, I truly appreciate the support, and to those of you that are tuning in for the first time, thank you, welcome. Thanks for tuning in and I hope you enjoy what you find here. No need to delay any further, you know why you're here. The slap heard around the world. We've all seen it by now, I'm pretty sure, but if you haven't, Will Smith has been trending worldwide for slapping Chris Rock live on stage at the Oscars. Chris Rock made a joke about Will's wife Jada regarding her playing the main character of G.I. Jane in an upcoming movie, since G.I. Jane is bald and Jada is bald. What most people may not be aware of is that Jada suffers from alopecia, which means you struggle or can't grow hair, leading to bald patches, which is why you find Jada Pinkett recently has been rocking short hair or either going bald completely because she can't grow hair. So initially Will was laughing at the joke, or at least fake laughing and trying to just move on from it. But he got triggered when it was clear that Jada didn't like it, which resulted in Will doing what he did.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
My thoughts on the situation is more sadness than anything else. Will Smith won his first Oscar for Best Actor for his performance in King Richard tonight. That movie is amazing, and I highly recommend it to anyone, regardless of whether you like tennis or not. It's amazing. This should be the headline of the night. Will Smith has been acting for the past 30 years and he finally won an Oscar. I think he should have won one earlier. I think Pursuit of Happiness should have been when he won an Oscar, but hey, it happened when it happened. I guess a similar situation to him and Leonardo DiCaprio. He finally got one. But that won't be the headline. Google his name right now and he is trending for the wrong reasons. He is trending because of the slap. And as expected, the internet is having an absolute field day with this. I think nobody looks good from this situation. Chris Rock should not have made a joke about Jada's hair disease. That's something she can't control. That's obviously a very sensitive topic. He should not have made the joke about that. Will Smith should not have physically hit Chris Rock. Both things are true. Comedians make jokes and some people may find certain jokes distasteful, but it is still no excuse to lay hands on someone else. I can empathize with Will in the regard that he reached his boiling point. I mean, let's be honest, people. We've all reached our boiling point before regarding something we have done, and we sometimes react in a manner we aren't proud of. This was Will's moment, and unfortunately, it happened on the biggest stage of them all in front of the whole world at the Oscars. Some people are saying the whole thing was staged, but no way. That slap was way too loud for it to be staged. If it was staged, give them both an Oscar, because you would have had me fooled. Like, we were all Lupita's face when this happened. She was shocked. I was like, what's this? Will Smith, the way I would have handled this, I think Will Smith should have taken Chris Rock to the side after the show and tell him in no uncertain terms that, hey, I didn't appreciate the joke you made about my wife's hair, about her disease. Or at the very least, you can go and shout it out like he did when he says, keep my wife's effing name out your mouth. He could have been like, hey, stop speaking about my wife. I'm pretty sure the tone would have made it very clear to Chris Rock that, this guy's clearly not having it. Then, for example, if Chris still leans into the joke, then after that, I'm like, hey, okay, you know what? He gave you a warning. It is what it is. And even with Chris Rock himself, you can tell he didn't see this coming. He stepped back awkwardly when he got hit and stumbled over his words afterwards. His set bombed after that because now it was just weird for everyone there. Then a few minutes later, like literally, Chris Rock was up on stage leading in to presenting for a Best Actor award. Then literally a few minutes later, Will Smith wins his first Oscar and receives a standing ovation, rightfully so. The movie King Richard is phenomenal. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. His acceptance speech was talking about protecting one's family, and he indirectly assessed the Chris Rock situation that just happened a few moments ago. He apologized to the Oscars for what he did, but notably did not say anything about Chris Rock himself, which is understandable, seeing as the incident just happened. I'm sure he was still heated in the moment. I'm just really sad that his big moment got muddied somewhat because of this incident. I like Will Smith. I make no questions about that. I like Will Smith. I grew up watching the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I like his music. I like his rap songs. I like his movies. I like him as a person. Recently he released his autobiography regarding his life. I don't normally buy books. I'm not normally the type of person to be like, oh, new book released, I have to read it immediately. With this one, as soon as it came out, I had to read it because I really do enjoy Will Smith as a person. I think him slapping Chris Rock has more to do with his frustration regarding his personal life the past few years rather than the actual joke itself. The joke itself was, I would say, the match, but he was already heated over what has been happening in his personal life the past few years. I made a video about it before, like a few years ago, regarding when Jada Pinkett Smith had sex with her son's friend August Alsina. She initially denied it, but the evidence was mounting against her, and she eventually admitted to it on her Facebook show, Red Table Talk. You definitely saw all the memes during the height of the pandemic regarding that. There's no way you could have gone on social media and not seen those memes. The same way there is no way you're on social media today or this week and you are not going to have seen any mention of the slap. There's just no way. Like, if you just go on your phone, you're going to hear about it on WhatsApp, you're going to hear about it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use, it's going to be there. So then they decided to go on Jada's Red Table Talk to address the situation publicly. And this is where we got the soundbite of entanglement. I didn't know what entanglement was until I saw this video.
Space and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an
After this aired, Will Smith got clowned on heavily. People were saying they don't want that Jada and Will love anymore. They were joking about their "we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life." And the abuse got extreme, with Will taking the majority of it. This is why I honestly believe couples should keep their relationships private. There is no need to share such intimate details of what goes on in your homes with the public. It's not our business. Keep it in your home. However, when you openly discuss your relationship on a public platform like Facebook, like they did, you are inviting people to publicly comment on it, good or bad. Once it's put out there for the public to see by yourself, it's open season regarding what they think about it.
I have zero sympathy for Will, and there's a transition of Will's public image. He went from the Fresh Prince, that to, in terms of the black community and most folks, like, he was that guy. Then the Red Table Talk and the messiness with Jada started coming out. Everyone was like, I don't want to be anything like him. And he became the butt of most jokes. And I'm sure it eats at him. But bro, you brought it on yourself. You wanted to be the guru. You wanted to open the curtains and show what's going on behind closed doors. Well, guess what? Turns out your closet is fucking messy. Yeah. Your girl, she ain't left the Matrix. She's still plugged into some other fucking universe. Because we don't know what she's thinking, and she coming out weird in every episode. She's saying crazy stuff. Entanglement. What? Well, guess what, bitch? Will, you in an entanglement too. Might be a legal one. So you get no sympathy from me. Zero, none. As far as them clowning your wife, well, guess what? That's what Chris Rock is paid to do at the Oscars. You don't get a pass, Will. You don't just say, yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Then don't show up to the show, stupid. Don't show up. You guys don't want to get roasted by the comedian? Don't show up. Don't open it. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand folks who want to live this online public life, make all the details of their personal life public, things that nobody asked for or pried into. You know, I have a problem with paparazzi being invasive, taking photos into people's homes, doing all this stuff. I agree that's fucking unacceptable. If you out there posing for them and then say, oh my God, they treat me terribly, get the fuck out of my face.
I stopped watching the Red Table Talk after that episode. I haven't watched an episode since because it genuinely upset me seeing how much pain Will was in, and I made my feelings regarding the matter very clear in my entanglement video. All I hope for out of all of this is that Jada apologizes to Will for putting him through the most. There's no need to apologize to us. Don't even address us, the public. No need. I just hope behind closed doors she sits down when they're going to bed or in the morning or whenever, just to say sorry to Will for all of this, for the ridicule, the embarrassment about the August situation, and the shame he has had to put up with publicly because of this. Will Smith stood up for his wife today by slapping Chris Rock. Whether you agree with the slap or not, that's one thing, but he did stand up for his wife. It's very clear that he does very much love Jada. If you read his autobiography, it's very clear he loves Jada despite everything that's happened, and that's his business. For me, I'm like, hey, your relationship is your relationship. Do you? Whether I agree with it or not, it really doesn't matter. Do you? But I don't want him to go through all of this because of the actions of his wife. According to them on the show, Jada and Will were separated at the time, so in his eyes, she didn't cheat. That's fine. Like I said, that's their business. If that's what he believes, that's what he believes. But Jada, did you have to sleep with your son's friend of all people? You could have gone for any other guy. The guy down the road, your gardener, your chauffeur, another celebrity friend, someone completely outside from the family. But you go for your son's friend. Your son's friend. 25 years younger than you. Was that deliberate? Because it was bound to hurt Will the most? Because they were separated at the time? I don't know. I don't have the answers for that. But only she can answer that. If Jada does not enter an entanglement with August, none of this happens. The Red Table Talk episode never comes out. The memes, the jokes, the abuse about Will never happens. And Will does not reach his boiling point to the point that he goes on stage at the Oscars and slaps Chris Rock across the face. If anyone deserves an apology, it's Will Smith. Congratulations on the Oscar, man. It's truly deserved. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the headline. Those are my thoughts on the situation. Almost certainly this is going to be spoken about all week, so we'll all stay tuned and see what happens now. I hope you liked this video and give it a like if you did, and hopefully subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed what you see and you see my other videos. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.